Unbreakable Souls. Hello, hello, hello. I hope everyone has had a great day. It's late where I am, but I'm wanting to end the night with the reading, so I will be doing a reading today. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by and checking it out. If you've made it here, it's for a reason, so go ahead and subscribe. I made it to your algorithm for a reason. So subscribe and move on over to the right and hit the notification bell so that you know when all of the messages are coming through. And not all my messages resonate with everyone every time. So, um, take what applies, take what resonates, and leave the rest for someone else to pick up. If you are returning, thank you so much for returning and continuing to go on this journey with me. I'm so very grateful for just all the support and all the interaction and just all the new subscribers, all the day one subscribers. I'm just very thankful for you all. I really am happy that the channel is growing. I think it's growing at a perfect pace. And the collective is growing. So yeah. Again, if you're returning, thank you so much for going on this ride with me. Um, Again, I will be doing a reading today. But before I do want to go ahead and clear out some of this energy. Holy Spirit, ancestors, God, I ask that you protect me as I channel this message for the collective. Any negative energy, evil spell work, evil eye, anything meant to block the message to come through, I do return that type of energy to sender so strong that they don't even think about testing us or trying us again. Okay? I only accept love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance in this reading. Love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. Ancestors closest to the sun, you're allowed. Anything else, you must go. Again, love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. Love, light, wisdom, peace, guidance. I know, I speak, I feel, I am love. I know, I speak, I feel, I am peace. I know, I speak, I feel, I am protected. I know, I speak, I feel, I'm connected. Y'all, the weekend has just flown by. I can't believe it's about to be. Well, I don't know when you're going to see this, but time is fluid, so you will see this whenever you see it. Um, we're going to get right into it. Get right on into it. Clear the space a little bit. I'm telling you, I've been pulled. I've been really pulled today to do a reading. I almost was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a night off and not do a reading, but something is trying to come through here. Because when I tell you something has been pulling me to do a reading tonight, I'm like, okay, all right, I'll do it. I literally said that out loud. I was like, okay, I'll do a reading. I'll do one. So let's see what has to come through, because Holy Spirit, ancestors, God, the universe definitely has a message. Let's see what that message is. Let's see what it is, y'all. I'm thinking about getting a mic because I know that, no one has complained since the very beginning. So, but I am thinking about getting a mic so that the sound can be better. Leave something in the comments if you feel like I need a mic, or if you feel like you guys are having a hard time hearing me speak. All right. Okay. Holy Spirit, what message do you have for the collective today? Thank you. Thank you. What message you have for the collective today? Move this out the way. All right. There's someone here. There's a masculine energy here that is listening to guidance from things other than their ancestors. Whatever's being said to them, it's blocking their creativity, blocking their ability to create the life that they want. Whatever they're listening to, it's not for their good. Okay, Holy Spirit, what about this masculine energy that is listening to something that's not of their like, it's how we talk about the ancestors are guiding you right now, and you have your spirit guides. Whatever they're listening to, it's not aligned with that, and it is blocking their creativity to be able to build the life that they're wanting to build. Give me more, please. What about this? They're definitely following the wrong guidance right now. It's not giving them, they're not gaining, whatever they're listening to, they're not gaining any knowledge to help them create. Like, they're just listening to nonsense. What about? Whatever negativity that they're listening to, they are manifesting this negativity into their life. That's nonsense. What you think about, you bring about. I mentioned that, like, for a lot of us, we're in a in my last reading, I mentioned a couple of words that just came out as I was presenting the message. And I talked about the word incubator. When you look that up, incubate, however you want to pronounce that, look that up. Spirituality meaning for that, and incubator, stage in spirituality. it's a stage of growth. It's the early stages of growth. An incumbent means that, and that came out, collective, when I said you're in an incumbent. I wasn't even sure if that was a real word, but I looked it up, and it means someone who is in the Bible. It means someone who is being gifted land for their spiritual services. Whether they were a priest, a prophet, just kind of did God's work. Um, that came through. Yeah, that came through in the previous reading. Go back, listen to it. And I mentioned two words. Both have spiritual meanings. Both are mentioned in the Bible if you're a Christian. Um, that may help determine whether that message resonated with you or not. But some of us are in a stage of we're being placed in certain roles, certain positions in this spirituality type of situations. And right now, everyone is everyone that's on this timeline is in a growth phase, a very sensitive, delicate growth stage. So everything you put into your body and your mind, it's very important. So you want to make sure you're paying attention to that. I say all of that to say that this person may be in this phase, a collective. This could be you. It could be somebody you know, but this person is just listening to nonsense, allowing it to influence them. It's not teaching them anything about spirituality, anything about how to create a life, a thriving, their creativity is blocked. It's a lot of just a lot of talking and not a whole lot of action as far as what they're listening to. So a lot of BS, right? A lot of BS, a lot of whatever or whoever they're listening to is just a whole bunch of talking. Like, these people are just talking, they're not doing anything. They have no true examples of true, like, success when it comes to just overall life's purpose. We'll say that they could be successful in a way of because you can find success, you know what I mean, in any shape, way, or form, like any form. But if we're talking about your soul's purpose, if we're talking about your life's purpose and what you're here, what God put you on earth to do, this stuff that this masculine energy is listening to, it's none of that. It's not guiding them towards their purpose. They're just listening to nonsense, and whatever it is they're listening to, it is being manifested into their life. What does this have to do with the collective, Holy Spirit? What does this have to do with the collective? Thank you. Whatever this person is listening to, it's just slowing them down completely. It's stalling their growth. But again, what does this have to do with the collective? Inspiration card came out. The Holy One card, which is multiple spirit guides guiding and inspiring. This could have been someone who used to listen to this type of stuff before, to where it was nonsense, a whole lot of talking, and maybe now they are being guided by their spirit guides, and things that the things are changing for them. Hmm. I think this is someone that has changed, that has dropped, that has stopped fighting the guidance of their spirit guides. They're surrendering. Holy Spirit is saying to stop resisting, stop fighting the guidance. If they continue to have these boundaries up, if they continue to try to fight the seeds that Holy Spirit is in God and their ancestors are in, that are in embedding in their mind and in their heart and in their spirit, I feel like someone is ignoring what they're being called to do. That's what I said. Like, before I started pulling these cards, I was like, something was pulling me to do a reading all day, and I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I honestly wasn't going to do a reading tonight. I wasn't. It was like I was just trying to ignore the call, but it was so strong. It was coming through so strong, just constantly on my mind. No matter what I did, I could go and distract myself for a minute, and then again, boom, reading, do a reading. Don't forget to do a reading. Don't forget to do a reading. So it's like that's how this is. Someone is being, um, someone is trying to ignore the guidance by distracting themselves, maybe by watching or taking in distracting nonsense, BS. But all they're doing is, it's like someone's living a life, right? And something deep inside of them is telling them, like, they're getting like little inklings, little like I said, right now is a time where God is really guiding and gardening and cultivating our lives right now. So God is talking to us directly. Um, and to ignore that, to ignore those instructions, to just ignore them flat out, like, you've got to really try to do some things to really just ignore, because at this point you're going to sleep with it on your mind. Like, if it was anything like today, how I was feeling just by doing this reading today, if it was anything like that, like, there's no way that this person, whoever this is being able to sleep and wake up and not think about what God is putting on their heart and putting in their spirit and putting on their mind. Like, it's constant, embedded. They're trying to distract themselves by nonsense. Um, they're trying to ignore the teachings of their spirit guides and the signs and things that are coming their way, that God is sending their way. God is sending this. It's a team. God has sent a team of just spirit guides just to guide, and their ancestors are here. I'm getting that this is a masculine energy that's ignoring this, but take it how it resonates. Women, you could be a male or a female in your masculine energy, but they're definitely trying to ignore. You can't ignore this. If it's any way that I was feeling today about this reading, you won't be able to ignore this. Like, you're gonna have to surrender for sure. Um, what else about this, Holy Spirit? What other message we have? Thank you. This person could be also focusing on other people and what other people have, what other people need and what other people um, are doing, is what I'm saying. They're focused more on other people and what they're doing rather than focusing on what God is trying to tell them, um, what God is trying to tell them to do. Holy Spirit says you have to. Look, Spirit guides. They're here. Like spirit guides are here. Collective, if this is you and you're ignoring something that's being told to you and pushed, there's someone here is not following instructions. I said in my last reading, I said you could fight it. You could fight this change and learn the lessons. This is for that person. Somebody here is on this timeline, and it came out in that way in my last reading. If you didn't see the last reading, go ahead and go back and watch it, because it talks about this stage of this timeline and this growth period. And I said you can either fight it and learn lessons, or you can roll with it. You can allow it to flow and see where God takes you. Those were my words, give or take. You'll have to look at the reading from last time to determine my exact words, but this is for someone who is really trying to fight the change, trying to resist the change, ignoring the calling in the direction that their spirit guides and ancestors and Holy Spirit and God is trying to lead them to. But all this is doing is stalling any type of manifestations of growth, creativity, just being able to create your own canvas of life, basically. There's something that this person is trying to hold on to, and it's attached to the darkness. Maybe an addiction. God could be pushing somebody to give up an addiction. But it's like at this point, this person is forcing it. Like they can feel it, like, dang, something in them is telling them, like, I gotta give this up. Like, I gotta just slow down. Excuse me. I gotta slow down. It could be something as far as the brain. When you yawn, you need oxygen to your brain. So it could be something that is affecting their brain, the oxygen to their brain. But it's something that they're holding on to. I'm getting like an addiction that I think that's a part of it. Something in them is telling them, hey, that doesn't have to be a part of your new timeline. You don't have to carry that along to this new timeline. You can go into this new timeline free of addiction, free of just all of everything that was in your past. Something came through, like, also I was thinking after I did my reading, my last reading, I got into bed and I was getting ready to go to sleep, and something was coming through about just past lives, how we have many lives. And I've heard people say this, like, I've had many lives in this lifetime. And to me, it finally made sense. It's like you can be the phoenix multiple times in your life. You can go through a death and a rebirth of different situations, different timelines. As you grow, that's a death and a rebirth. You're starting a new life, and in each life you can be a different person. See, some people think life and death has to be like the physical, where you actually die and leave this earth. But a lot of a part of living um, this experience that we are blessed to live, that our souls chose to do. There's many. You could live many lives. You can try something, and if it doesn't work out, you can start over and try something different. You can be somebody different. You don't have to be the same person. You can carry along a lot of good aspects and a lot of good knowledge that you learn from the lessons and the different, chapters of your life. But it finally made sense to me. It's like I had like a revelation or an epiphany. Finally made sense. Like when people say I've lived many lives, I think in some cases that could mean just in one lifetime. Here in this lifetime, people have lived many lives because they've tried something, they've learned their lessons, they've grown, they've elevated. And when they talk about leaving people behind, and it was something that I didn't want to say yesterday because I didn't like the analogy, but it was kind of like when people pass on, um, our spirit lives on and we move on to a different realm, or whatever you want to believe, some heaven, people think, whatever you want to believe. But that happens in real life as well. You know what I mean? Like who you were, we'll just say, let's start from the beginning. The people in your life, the people that were in your life from ages, we'll say birth till age 12. If it's not family, and sometimes family, those people are no longer in your life. Then you get from middle school, we'll say middle school and high school. You lived a life. You had a whole life. Friends, family that were living, some that have passed on, but either way, that life is over. You've moved on. Then you get into your early adulthood, right? And you meet new people and you experience new things, and you either have children or just different experiences, different lessons. And it goes from chapter to chapter to chapter. Those are those are different lifetimes, different timelines. So when I said that you're on a different timeline, you are. It's time to elevate from. You don't. It's that chapter is over, an ending of that chapter, or that book. You can have multiple books in life. I hope this is making sense. Someone's trying to hold on to something from their past. They're trying to bring it on to this new timeline, to this new chapter in their life, to this new elevated status of their life, and that's just not how it works. It's just not how it works. Everyone and everything, every habit, every addiction, whatever it is, habit, we'll say habit, can't, doesn't have to come with you. You could try to pull it. And whoever this is, they're trying to pull this habit with them. They're trying to pull it along to this new timeline that they're on, but it's stalling them. It's you have an opportunity to create a completely new life. You can be a completely different person. I hope that makes sense, but take it how it resonates. What other part? Thank you. Yeah. The water card came out, flow. Just kind of rolling and flowing with, like I said, with life and what's to come. Just emotionally being able to handle these changes. But if you refuse, if you continue to try to bring whatever this, something dark, it could be a mind, it could be an ideology, it could be a habit, it could be an addiction. It's something. There's certain things you can bring with you to the next timeline that will benefit you and help you to succeed in this next timeline. And there's some things that just don't need to come along with you. You've gotten through that, you've experienced those things, and those things aren't meant to come with you. And that's why I think this is the darkness card. There's something that someone is trying to bring along with them to this new timeline. Like I said, it could be a mindset, it could be a habit, an addiction. It's something in that form. They're trying to bring this with them into the next timeline. But if they continue to, if y'all, whoever this is, if you continue to hold on to whatever this is you're trying to bring along with you, person, place, or thing, we'll say that. Or thought, like whatever it is, your movement in this new timeline will be stalled. You'll experience the same. You'll have the same experience this time around. You'll repeat a cycle. That's what I'm getting. So I said in my last reading, I said it's very, very careful. You got to be very, very careful. You can misread, and you can make one misstep, and that could destroy this entire new opportunity and experience that you have, that God has for you. One misstep, one choice. You're one choice away from creating the life that you want. So if you choose to bring on darkness from your last life, whatever that is, only you know what that inner, it could be like subconscious beliefs about yourself. Like if you choose to bring any of that with you over here into this new life this new beginning, you will repeat a cycle and your manifestations will be blocked. Don't bring anything that will not help you grow into this new timeline, into this new life. Whatever that is, only you know. Only you know what that is. Don't bring it with you. And you're trying, you're holding on to it, you're trying. For some of y'all, it's a lover. Past the lover. It's not someone, you're not with them. For some of y'all, you're trying to stay connected to someone that you're no longer with. You're trying to bring that person along with you in this new timeline. Somehow. I mean, because, if you have like a child by this person, like this person's going to be in your life for sure. But to try to include them into this new timeline, include them into this new life, this new beginning that you have to kind of let that past person live their life and experience their new beginning, because it's a new beginning for them as well. Things have changed for them, just like it's changed for you, whether you initiated the change or whether they did. Both of y'all are experiencing something new right now. And to me, collective, it seems like you might be trying to bring along this person in a way, not in a way of just like, okay, this person has to be in my life because I have a child by them, or this person is a family member, or it's somebody that's just like, you're trying to like include them into your life, which is blocking things from being able to come. Like if it's a lover and you have an ex and you have children with this ex, and you're constantly worried about what that ex thinks about how you're moving or who you're talking to. Like if you're doing that, then that's you trying to bring a situation with you that's no longer a thing. That's why some people move away. Some people, I feel like people who don't have any attachments or connections with their exes, it's a little bit easier because there's no reason for you to really be intertwined with them in their life. But for y'all that have children by these exes, it is a little difficult to not bring them along and not still be kind of like engulfed or without them being included in your life. So you have to maybe find a balance there to where, yeah, they got to be there. Yeah, they're going to be there. But don't block your blessings. Don't block what's meant to come in. I said balance. Look, the balance card was right there. I didn't even see it. There has to be balance here. You have to be free. You've got to be free. You've got to be a free spirit. You have to have balance here in between this ex-lover and you being free and you experiencing this new life. What else? What else do you have? What other message do you have for the collective? Anything else? Cycles. I think there's still some emotion here, some feelings for this ex-lover, which is probably why they're we'll just say energetically, because I don't even think y'all are like physically together. So some of y'all are gonna hop on here and be like, I'm not with so and so, or but energetically they're still around. There's still an energetic pull between the two of you. And if you allow that, if you don't find balance in that, like I said, some of y'all have children with this person, so there's gonna be a connection. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be there. But as far as like what we're talking about here, you experiencing this new life and allowing love to come in, new love to come in, and for some of y'all that divine union that God has bring. We talked about this a couple of readings ago as well. There's someone divine coming in. But if energetically you have that blocked because you're worried about this ex-lover and what they think and how they're going to feel, if you move around and be free and do what your spirit guides are leading you to do, that can definitely block you for sure. Let's see what this I'm not getting anyone in specific. It could be your ex-lover could be trying to include themselves. That could be a case. But what other message do you have for the collective here? Someone's gossiping. That came through also. Someone's talking about you, collective. And someone, maybe you got into it with someone. It's like they're waiting on an apology from you. It's like someone like two people, like people are talking like, oh, I got something to tell you, like some, and then the other person's like, okay, well, I'm curious, what do you have? I want to learn more. This is a very karmic person that's talking about you. It's a karmic person that's talking about you that doesn't want to take any, like this person, it could be an ex-lover. Maybe it's not a romantic relationship. It could be. But y'all got into it to where this person is expecting an apology, and they are they bring drama with them. They're like drama filled. They're like a drama filled gossiper that doesn't want to take accountability for what they've done, um, and they're expecting an apology from you. I'm still not over what happened and would appreciate an apology. Okay, what about they watch you, collective? It's like they watch you for entertainment. They watch you for entertainment. Not only are they gossiping, but they're talking and laughing and joking about your life. They find it amusing and comical. This person who says that they deserve an apology. What else? Mm. This person is like they're acting this way. They're not. They're acting this way because they've got a hostile attitude towards you, collective. They're very upset. They're very they beefing with you, collective. This person is beefing with you. Whoever this is. I think this is someone different than this ex-lover, or it could be the ex-lover. Maybe y'all broke up on bad terms. But now they talking stuff to other people. They're laughing about things in your life, maybe things I don't know. They're using your life as entertainment, and they're laughing. They're definitely hostile. This isn't a friendly relationship, and they feel they deserve an apology. Mm. We've got the dishonesty card and the honesty card that came out directly like next to each other. So whatever is being talked about through the grapevine, those are lies. This person, this unfriendly, hostile person who's beefing with you, that's like laughing and talking about your life, they're spreading lies about you, collective. They're spreading lies about you. And they're telling people that they deserve an apology, but they know that you are the one that deserves an apology. And they kind of want to they know that. It's like they're telling people like, yeah, collective did so and so, and this is why we fell out, and oh, their life is this and their life is that, and they're just very like they have an issue with you. But everything that's being told, oh yeah, I heard such and such. I heard Columbus. Collective is this, collective is that. But it's all like it's all it's like they're telling one sided story, which is which is why when they're talking to people, they're telling people that they deserve an apology, but in all honesty, they're withholding information from these people for their benefit. They're being dishonest because they're hostile and they have an issue with you and they're drama filled, and they like to spread bad news. They like to talk about the bad things that have happened to you, collective, in your life, and laugh and talk, and they use that as for entertainment. And they might even have acted like this person may have always come around when bad things were happening to you, and they were always acting interested, like they cared, but really they only cared to gather information and gather things for their entertainment, and then they'd go and create drama, um, because they really didn't like you. They were hostile towards you for whatever reason, and they would spread all kinds of stuff and withhold information to make themselves look better. And they're saying that they deserve an apology, but really they know, in all honesty, that they actually owe you an apology. Okay, what else? Mm. So someone here was given, like, collective, this could have been you. You could have given some unsolicited advice, but the advice you were giving was was good. It was like real advice. Just like, hey, this is what I would recommend doing, or like, I'm certain, like, maybe they felt like it was unsolicited advice, though, like you felt like you were better and you knew more than them. Like, but really, I think, collective, you were coming from a place of, like, I just really want, maybe you came off a little like a know-it-all. Take it how it resonates. Well, give me, what about this gift? What about the gift? You felt like maybe, like, the information you were giving them was like really good advice, but they took it a different way, and now you are focusing on your own life right now, collective. You're like, forget it. This person still hasn't gotten over what occurred in the past. It's like very contradicting. I'm getting like a contradicting energy here, because, like, I have one card that came out that says the past. I still haven't gotten over what occurred in the past, and right alongside of that is welcome. Like, I want you to know your presence is appreciated and I can be a safe space for you. Very contradicting. Very confusing energy here. Goes from sage advice. I've been thinking about, like, something from, like, good intentions to unsolicited advice coming off as a know-it-all, and like an I told you so type of person, and then a gift. there's something I'd like you to have, and then right after that, uninterested. I prefer to keep my focus on my own life right now. It's like clashing of two people. One person wanting to give, the other person rejecting. It's like a, but the energy that's giving and really trying to like, I feel a very pure intentions on that. And for some reason, this person hasn't got over something maybe that happened between y'all in the past, so they're just like not really, they're not really feeling it. They're really not. This is very confusing energy. I'm like so confused here. Hmm. Holy Spirit, what are you trying? What does this have to do with the collective? What does this have to do with the collective? Sorry, I'm a little. This is like. So I think this was the relationship that you had with this, whoever this is, whatever this relationship was, this back and forth, the giving, just like it's a lot of giving and taking, but no like reciprocity. That's what I'm hearing. Like, it's very one sided, very like, I'm having a hard time with this reading today. I need clarification. I need clarity. That just kind of threw me off a little bit. Somebody regrets. There's regret here. What other message do you have? Somebody is regretful of See, collective, you are working, you're building and creating something. You've got support here from your ancestors, and you are on a solid foundation, right? And then there's somebody here. I think someone's like going back and forth in their head about all of this back and forth, like, oh, collective did try to give me good advice, but I was like this towards them, or I took it the wrong way. Like they're thinking of, they're really contemplating and thinking of in their head about the situation, and they are regretful, and they are regretful for speaking or saying something to you, collective. They regret it because they see that all you were trying to do was maybe help support them. But you are, yeah, they don't want to let this go. They're having a hard time letting you go, collective. There's resentment here. There's lies. But I think all of that's a front. They really know the truth. They really like they're acting one way around people and talking one way about stuff to people, and then but really they're having a hard time letting go of the past. There was a card here that was saying that I'm having a, like, where's that card at? It talked about the past. I can't even find it. But it said that they're having a hard time letting go of the past. They really are having a hard time getting over this, collective. They realized that they weren't very, like I said, this was a hostile person. They realized that there was no need to be the way that they were towards you when y'all got into it. Okay. There's no feelings there anymore, though. Like, collective, you're not even, it's not even a big deal to you anymore. This situation, this past situation, like, it really doesn't bother you anymore. The situation may at one time, whatever it is, take it how it resonates. Whatever the situation was, it may have bothered you for a little while. It may have like taken over some of your thoughts and things like that for a little while, but now it's really not a big deal to you anymore, collective. But it is to this person. That is just, I mentioned this in my last reading, like, you're on a different timeline, so you don't, there's people who miss you and regret the way they treated you. That was in the last reading, and they're just like stuck there. They're stuck in that energy. They're stuck in the energy of just thinking about what happened between y'all, and you're just like, okay, you're focusing on your future. You're focusing on something else, while these people are stuck in the past, regretful, talking and laughing, and anyway. Thank you. They want your forgiveness, but they know that they're not going to get it. They know you're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. You're not going to allow yourself to be hurt again. Like, I think this person really tried to hurt you in some way, shape, or form, but they're not, that's not happening. Look. When you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and now. Forgive yourself for where you think you may have been wrong. You deserve inner peace. Let it go. That's on period. These people are stuck in the past. And I think that at this point, I think you know, okay, maybe, like I said, maybe you did come off and give unsolicited advice, right? Maybe you did come off as a know-it-all when you try to tell them, like, listen, this is how you should do it. And maybe you know, maybe you did in some way, shape, or form have fault in however this ended. Whoever this is, lover, no, whoever this is, only you know. Take it how it resonates. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic person, but it is somebody that you loved. So family member, friend, whatever, lover. But Holy Spirit, ancestors, universe is saying, don't hold on to the past. Let it go. These people are having a hard time letting go of the past. They still are looking for an apology from you when they know that they're only telling one side of stories. They're only telling one side of the story. They're holding information to make themselves look better when they're talking to other people about why y'all aren't cool anymore. Let's just say that. They're laughing. They're talking about things that, they only wanted to hear about your situation because they used it as entertainment. And then when they talked about it and gossiped and created drama, they told one-sided stories to make themselves look better when they know what it really is. Now they regret all of that because it's not even a big deal to you anymore, collective. You're not even tripping anymore. You accepted what you did or whatever happened and you moved on. It is what it is. But they have not moved on. They're stuck. Like I said, they're stuck. They're stuck in the past. Which is crazy because I said you're on another timeline. And it's kind of like you looking back, like you leaving people in the past. Like when you really leave people in the past, some people really are stuck there. Right where you left them. In that energy, where you left them, they're stuck. Like, could you imagine being stuck in an energy where it just was not a pleasant experience for you? In an energy of anger, of hurt, of jealousy, just stuck in that energy and never being able to move on, like constantly thinking about, like I've never been that person. I've never been able to sit in anger and sit in like despair for too long because like I don't like the way that makes my body, like I don't like that feeling. I don't like to even be in conflict with people, like especially anymore, because I don't want to feel that way. I don't like the way that makes my body feel. Like people who sit in that and like that's something that they got to work on in their inner self, because why do you even want to feel that way? Why do you want to be mad? Why do you constantly talk about the past and past situations and old fights and old arguments you had with collective and just other people, to where now you're reliving those emotions? That's a psychological thing that person has to get through, like for real. Because that means you like that feeling. That means you cope with that feeling. That means that's a sense of comfort for you to sit in that energy and in that feeling. I'm cool. I'm not comfortable there. I don't want to feel that way. I want to feel peaceful and happy, and I want to laugh, and I want to be intellectual, and I want to be just like free. I don't want to feel burdened down by drama and And collective, I think you're the same way. I think again we're a collective, so we all kind of feel the same thing. And if that's what you want, if you're constantly talking about things that happened in the past and you're reliving old karmic situations that where you're like, yeah, so and so owes me an apology. Yeah, you're steady talking about what happened and what so and so did to you and what happened, and you're telling one side of stories to make yourself look better. Like, it's just like, for what? Why are you even? Move on. It's time to, like, you can't hold on to the past. It's gonna stop you from living in the present. What final message do we have for the collective here? Because this is like, okay, this is somebody else trying to come through. I don't even care about these people. I don't think you do either. Yo, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. Let it move through you. See it for what it is, which is a reflection of their pain rather than the result of your action. I said somebody is gossiping about you and laughing and I said you don't even it's not even a big deal to you anymore, collective. Like, you've moved on. It's not even a big deal. These people are gossiping and talking stuff and they're telling one-sided stories. You don't even care. And then Holy Spirit says, if people are gossiping about you or spreading rumors, don't fall for it. No one is worth lowering your vibration for. I just said, I don't like to sit in that energy. I don't like to sit in that hateful, mad energy. Like, I can be mad 1 second and be laughing at something 2 minutes later. I don't sit in it long. I don't sit in the hate long. I don't. I just don't like the way that makes my body feel. No one's worth lowering my vibration over. And that's what Holy Spirit is saying. Like, let it move through you. See it for what it is. Which is, these people are hurt. They miss you. They're regretful. They want to apologize. They're gossiping because they're hurt. A hit dog gonna holler. Y'all know that saying, right? Was that the final message? Choice is the most powerful tool you have. You've got a choice to either move on, because you are receiving signs. You've got a choice to move on and keep it moving, because I told y'all this card has come out every flipping time, every reading. Holy Spirit says you need to get excited again. Something's coming. Something's coming. And this stuff is just not even worth worried about. So maybe you will be getting some information about someone gossiping about you or talking stuff about you, about some old stuff that's on a whole different timeline in the past. It's not even, don't even bring that with you. Don't bring that darkness with you. That could be it. That could be the darkness that could be what's trying to, that energy could be trying to come along with you up onto this new timeline. I spoke about darkness, like habits, ideologies, thoughts. It could be this particular situation that's trying to carry on into your new timeline. And it could be the energy. This person is sending this energy to you, trying to get you to maybe think about it. And it's just like, nah, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. You're on something different. You're on a new timeline. It's just, I keep saying timeline. It's just, you're separated from this. Look, time apart. They trying it. You're going to have some people trying to come along with you here. And those who you leave behind will be stuck in that energy, will be stuck in that old energy because they're hurt by whatever happened. It is what it is. It was older. It's done with. It's over with. It's not even worth talking about anymore. That's the message. And I provide it with love and peace, and it is directly from my heart. Remain unbreakable. Because there's people out here that miss you and need you. They don't need a favor from you. But I don't think you're going to show very much empathy towards whatever it is. Because you're uncertain on what their intentions truly are. And they're gonna try to set plans to see you soon. But you're not gonna meet up with them because you know all they're doing is gaslighting you. They're fake. They're an imposter. They're gonna need a big favor though. This card, it keeps popping up. They're gonna need a big favor. Basically, what I'm getting is this person that was talking stuff about you and gossiping about you and telling one-sided stories, they're going to try to trick you into helping them out with a big favor. A loan is what I'm seeing. They're going to need financial assistance. Yep. But don't do it. That's a no-go. That's a no-go. This person is not your friend. They are not. They might have some bad health. But they're not a part of your tribe. They're not a part of the new tribe that you're supposed. Yeah, I'm getting plans and loans. They're planning to small favor. They're gonna ask for a big favor. If you can't do a big favor, they're gonna ask for a small favor. They can't travel though. They can't get to you. There's a secret. I'm gonna end it because I can keep going, but somebody from your past that was talking stuff about you, someone that you loved from your past, romantic or not, they're regretful. They need you. They're stuck on the past. They still think that they deserve an apology. The only reason why they're coming up to you trying to laugh and kiki and act like everything's all good is because they need a favor, big or small. But it's a loan. It's a loan, and they're going to try to get to you soon. But they're not your friend. And their apology isn't a real apology. Big favor. Collective. Remain unbreakable because these people be trying it. Like, Till next time. Bye.